Welcome to the Roger Report live on the entertainment side. And I have just checked out the movie Good Fortune, and it was a comedy that I'm talking about, it was just on point, y'all. This was an incredibly on point movie that you should treat yourself to go to. Uh, this was a comedy movie. Okay, it was a comedy movie, and I'm gonna say for a comedy movie, I'm gonna actually rank this one top notch. Okay, now we did change the rating system, y'all. We have trash, which is don't even worry about this. It's trash. What you want to do with trash? Okay, we got a mid movie, which means it was alright. Okay, it was alright. All right. Now you got good movies and you really don't know what that means. Of course you do. Of course you do. And we have top-notch movies that we give an excellent to. Well, which means the movie was excellent. For a comedy, I'm gonna rank this one top notch, y'all. I'm gonna rank this one top notch. I've been going between good and top notch, but honestly, this was a top notch movie, y'all. This was an excellent film about an angel who was trying to grow its wings. Yeah, a little bit of a different take on some movies in the past, but this was about an angel trying to grow its wings. And to grow its wings, it wanted to help people. It wanted to do things. Now, this angel had something to do. This angel had an assignment. The angel handled his assignment. Angel was doing pretty good at his assignment. Didn't really get a feel of how long this particular angel that was played by Keanu Reeves, he played the angel Gabriel. He seemed to be doing a good job, but he wanted to do a little bit more. He cares about the human condition, y'all. He cares about the human condition. And there was a human named Arch. Arch wasn't having so great a life. Okay, played by Aziz Ansari, who did a fantastic job in this film as well. Fantastic job. Arch wasn't having the best life. Arch was struggling a little bit. He was struggling a little bit. Arch, coming from an Indian family, he had to deal with big expectations from his family. Would talk to his dad, tell dad, I'm doing a little better. I'm cool. I didn't graduate. I'm doing my thing. My life is picking up real well. But he was lying, y'all. He was lying. And I guess there's a lot of people who go through feelings like this where you're going to lie to your friends and your family because you want them to be proud of you. And you don't necessarily have to do all that. You just need to be who you are sometimes. But Arj would rather tell the story that, he's a good Indian man. I guess, some Indians have a little pressure when you live in America and your parents have sacrificed for you and he wanted to do his people proud. So he did not want to tell them just had bad it has gotten for him. So we get to go on a pretty hilarious ride of Arj trying to make it, okay? And Arj comes across Jeff. Jeff has a great and fantastic life. And that was played by Seth Rogen. And Seth Rogen does another wonderful performance as a successful man who can give Arj some tips. I'll just say it like that. He can give Arj some tips and can put Arj in a position where he can become what he wants to become. And I'm gonna say, y'all, Keke Palmer was in this film, and she did a pretty good job. Okay, she played a love interest to Arj. Arj sees Keke Palmer, wants to make something happen with her, but of course, he don't necessarily feel he has the right to make something happen with her the way he could do it with his own life. So he wants to use help from an angel. Okay. So it's a funny story because this is about an angel who, as I said before, was doing a good job on what he was assigned to do. This angel had a little bit of gumption, y'all. He takes it upon himself to interject himself into Arj's life. Now Arj understands there are angels out there for real. And heck, he wants his angels' help. So he wants, Gabriel wants to do what he can. I'm not going to say show him the meaning of life. That was kind of in there. But to let Arj know just how special his life was. And I tell you, y'all, it was a great comedy. Uh, This was such a well put together film. Excellent storyline that is original to me. I don't know if anyone else ever did quite this storyline before, but it was just an all around good film. And I'm going to say this, had some people I like very much. Had some people I like very much. I actually do like Keke Palmer. Okay. And I definitely love Seth Rogen. I definitely love Aziz Ansari. And I definitely love Keanu Reeves. So everything came together swimmingly. They did a fantastic job. So I'm going to rate this one top notch. I think this was an excellent film that you would be pleased to go see. And I would encourage you to see it sooner rather than later. And that's my take on it. This is Roger of the Roger Report. I will see y'all next time around. I am out of here.